Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm excited about sharing this series of roses throughout the following weeks. Um, if you haven't seen the previous video, um, the next I think it's about 5 or 6 weeks, every Monday we will talk about a rose, and then there's some information at the beginning of this video that I wanted to share with you all about roses, about red roses. As we go along and we walk through the junk journal, I will have some of that information in this journal. First and foremost, the red roses are a symbol of love, beauty, and war. It's a classic expression of love, longing, desire, and beauty. It's like the most common rose. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the junk journal here. So this one is, let me measure it. 5.5 by 8.5. It has about 102 pages, and I used the fabric cover. Added a little plate, put roses in it and some lace along the side. Take this off. So I have a bunch of bead dangles, flowers and crystals, and you can also see some ephemera pieces in there. Okay, so here I just used this Tim Holtz paper, and then on the first page, throughout this journal you'll see images from Graphics Fairy. All the information and anything I used, I will just link it in the description box below. That way you know where I got all the information from. So in this first page, it talks about the meaning of roses. The meaning of roses possibly grew out of the idea that roses went hand in hand with secrecy. You see that? The ancient Egyptians placed wreaths of roses into the tombs of their pharaohs in honor of Horus, the god of silence. Because of this, the rose was symbolic of secrecy to both Egypt and Rome. It's interesting. So I have stitched around the edges. This is like a leaf stitch with my sewing machine. Coffee dyed the paper. And here are the bead dangles. And then I've added my stitch and added some hearts here. More stitching. I've added some stenciling. This is the Tim Holtz stencil, rose stencil. And then, I don't know what these things are called, but I made some and I sewed it on the sewing machine and just added on there, along with some collage. What I did was I added Mod Podge and glossy accents so the flower could show out a little bit. More stenciling, some lined paper. I think this is from Graphics Fairy too. A little rose. Made a little envelope, and then it's like a little note card. Okay. And then I added a piece of fabric with the rose on it. And then here's a vellum. I stitched it and made it a pocket. So inside this pocket, what I've added is the anatomy of the rose. I got this information from rose.org. Okay, so I added some lace and then I stitched it on there. I have this lace in my shop if you're interested. And then down here I added a quote from Helen Keller. So the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. By Helen Keller. So Helen Keller, she worked for the American Foundation for the Blind for more than 40 years. She was blind and deaf at 19 months of age. She was an American author, political activist, and lecturer. I just thought it was a beautiful quote and I should add it in here. So if we continue, I have more stenciling. I made these tags and then added some heart trim. The dangle with a flower on it. And then on this pocket, it's out of vellum, I have added a poem. So this poem is called The Red, Red Rose by Robert Burns. And he was a Scottish poet and lyricist. Am I saying that right? Lyricist. And it's a poem about a red rose. And obviously a woman. So I thought it was appropriate and very pretty to add in here. So down here, I hope you can see that, but I'm gonna read it anyway, is what we spoke of in the beginning. Red roses, a classic expression of love, longing, or desire, and beauty. Red roses can also convey respect, admiration, or devotion. So a little information about the red rose. And then over here, rose flowers are symbols of love, beauty, and war. This flower is more than 35 million years old. So there's a lot of area for writing. Added another heart here with a sewing machine. Added this picture from a book of a bouquet of roses. And then I stitched coffee dye paper on the other side. Here I have an envelope that I made with some just plain note paper. The other side of the bouquet. I added a music sheet and some lace, stitched it on there. It's the first time I've stitched lace on a junk journal. Turned out pretty good. And some vellum. Put something in there. pictures or hide something in there. The side of the music sheets. I think this is French writing. And some more of these things. I have no idea what they're called. I'm supposed to have this with a clip, but it's a little note page I added in there. Have to add another clip on there. This is some of that paper that I added distress spray on. I have a video on how I did it. I'll just link that below if you're interested. And the end, a little pocket, a tag. You can also add something to the back. I left it open if you're interested in adding more stuff in the book. So I absolutely love roses. So this has been like, you know, I love doing this. So like I will be doing more. If you're interested in this junk journal, it'll be in my shop. I'll link it below. I also wanted to mention that I will be doing a giveaway. After we're done with our series of roses, closer to Valentine's Day, I will be doing a giveaway of a junk journal. And I also have a few other items. So please stay with me through this journey, and I'll see you next time. Bye.